Hey, what's going on, guys? Hit the break here, back with another edition of Specialist Sundays. Today, as you guys can see on screen, we are working with Nomad, the H.I.V.E, and Rejack. H.I.V.E deploys trap pods which release a deadly swarm of nano drones when triggered, and Rejack recover from the position of your death with an injection of nanoparticle serum. Cannot rejack when killed by a specialist weapon, which is actually really important to think about. So we're going to start with a H.I.V.E. And for a while I actually used H.I.V.E, just kind of mess around with it. It's really good around objective based stuff. So we're going to jump in. Um, we'll go back to some hardpoint. We've been playing hardpoint a lot in these episodes, but it's because it's the best objective base, and I prefer Combine over Metro because I despise Metro. So I also do apologize if you've been playing Combine in any situation, in any game mode, in these videos, but it's honestly the best map. It's nice and close quarters, and because I know where all the hard points are in the same rotation, I'm in good shape of where to put these. So basically, how you use Hive, and the first time I actually used it, I was using it incorrectly. I was using it like a war machine. We're just not out here supposed to use it. It's more of, think of it as a specialist. Think of it as a specialist weapon that is just like a trip mine. What do you do with a trip mine? How do you use a trip mine? Trip mines, you basically use, like in past Call of Duties, like a Bouncing Betty, you put it in a location, and when someone trips it, it goes off and can kill them. It's the same thing with the Hive. I'm going to run with this class because I've been doing it, in all of these episodes. Because it has overclock, which, if you guys don't know by now, overclock lets you earn your specialist weapon or ability faster. So it's been... This guy died over here. First game on, we'll see how this goes. I'm not expecting to do too well. I'm going to jump in. If this nade gets 2, I will be very happy. None either, but... Oh, I got headshots. Nice. Can we get on the hill, guys? You're doing so well before. I'm going to watch this window. And that's exactly why. Oh, they're not watching it. Let's see, 15 seconds. There is enough to do another push. Still got that cough a little bit. Hopefully it goes away within the next couple of days. We'll throw a flash for good measure and then jump in and get these early points. So, looks like they're going to be coming from the front doorway. This guy's jumping around like a jumping bean with that razor bag. But, then they didn't kill the guy? Oh well. So they're spawning out. I'm really bad with flashes. But the same thing that happened in last week's episode, where I flashed myself and managed to get a kill with it. So I don't know if I want to challenge because of rotation, but we're more than halfway to it. I'll throw that out and then I'll go back to take these points. I think that was not an enemy. Okay. So because when you earn your specialist faster, both with overclock and also getting points. So I'm trying to play the objective more. Well, I always play the objective. I don't care. I got points for destroying it. Let's see. This guy died over here. I'm gonna wait for him to push up, like so. You just got destroyed. So here's what we're gonna do. Bring these out. That was not a good use of them because I didn't check behind me. But the way to do it specifically, and the correct way to do it, is to put them, say you're in this hard point and you have the Hive. You put them in because they're little pods, you put them. I don't know how I didn't kill the guy behind him, but you basically you can put them in each doorway, and then you will get. Why would you call it a UAV when they have a counter? And you guys. Actually, they have a guy on the other team that's using them too, so you guys can see that if you need to. But I don't know why we're not pushing. Like, come on, guys. You were playing it before, and now you kind of gave up. But we're already almost halfway to earning it again, which is really nice. Let's see if I can get him off of this. It's a nice little peek. And sometimes it doesn't work. First game of the day. Game is a little bit off. Which is understandable, but again, and I feel like I've had to clarify this a lot. I'm not based on high gameplays, high score streaks. I'm based on just showing you guys how to do certain things. How did that get me? I was so far from it. I wasn't even close to it. Well, there's the, oh, I also forgot to mention, they ended up buffing and nerfing some specialist abilities. So, with the gravity spikes, they buffed them a lot. With the, I mean, there was always a bit of a pros and cons with the vision pulse, because I forgot to mention this in the vision pulse video, but with the Outrider, and he's already watching it. So basically, if you guys didn't know, with vision pulse is when you do activate it, it also gives away your position. So, and they're just waiting at this point. So I don't really have much of a chance here, but again, it's not, I mean, I'm still going to be pushing the objective as much as I can, but... And I missed the doorway like a noob. And he still got wrecked, so... We're going to see, let's see, there's 30 seconds left. They have a UAV. We're not doing too good. This is probably going to get me like 3. These guys are jumping around. They clearly know what they're doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it here just to show you guys. Put one there, maybe 2 up there, and then 1 there. And what that does is, as you guys can see, they have these little pods. And the pods indicate these little nano swarms. And when someone runs over it, as you will see probably here, as they run over it, they will get attacked by these swarms and end up... it takes a couple seconds for it to activate, as it should have. Also, I think it's because when you die, they just immediately disappear, even if you're watching the kill cam. So, we're not really doing... Okay, well, I somewhat got him. We're not really pushing like we should. I don't know what's going on here, but... I'm like jumping in here too. Like, I want to get these points. I want to... There's really no reason to get points to level up anymore because I'm already max level. But it is still nice to get points and to get that XP. Oh, the Vesper. I forgot I gotta use this thing. The Vesper, the fire rate on the Vesper is just so crazy. So, at this point, we should be able to get... Okay, well, they have a Cerberus, so I'm gonna try and leave. But because they have... Because it's a close game, and we're all at like 150 or so, and the score limit's 250, what's a really good thing, though, is the fact that I'm going to be earning 3 of these in one game. Of course, you guys didn't really get to see me use it to the best of my ability. And that's more of me just not having the right situations, or whatever the case may be. I was almost. I mean, I got one of them with the slide, but
Radar is down.
I don't know. We seem to be losing this, but you know what can you do at this point? See if I can jump up here. Get that. So we do have another one. I'm gonna see if we can get into a bit of a safe place here. I'm gonna kind of put him over there. Kind of camp for a second. I don't know why they're not going off. I mean, one of these guys got trackers, so he knows where I am, but they're not even going off at all, which they should be. I don't know. Maybe they changed the range of them, or they changed. Guys, we need points here. Can't just do stuff when it's. God, like they were trying, and then they just kind of stopped going for the hard point. But we're probably gonna end up losing this. But yeah, they're not even. They're playing scared right now.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured.
I don't really know what else to do. At this point, I'm kind of just playing, just to get some form of points. Yeah, so there's the hive for you. We'll do it. Excuse me. Put it down there. Triggered it. You can't get away from it. Once you trigger it, they will get you. I found the only way that they can not get you is if you have a. If you like get behind a wall or something. Here it is again. Like these guys know how to use them. Clearly, I have no idea. I'm a little bit concerned considering I just saw a couple teammates run at me. We can get maybe two. Well, we ended up losing this one. There's nothing I could have done about that. Now I'm actually. I saw you. I'm actually kind of nervous to try Rejack because Rejack. Get that UAV out of here. Rejack is not. It's not one of my favorite specialists. It's kind of a douche move, because it does give you the ability to come back to life. You know, when you just died. You know, but I'm not sure how we got a rolling thunder at this point. Well, the guy's got 47 kills, but could we make the comeback? Probably not. But who knows at this point? So I can't tell if they're pushing up here or if they're upstairs. They might be pushing the wall too. Yeah, they're upstairs. God, I think they're a whole team of hives because I was running into a lot of them. So I didn't do too well. I got the most time, the third most time in the game. There's me, of course. Third most time of anyone in the game inside the hard point. Yeah, we still lost. So we're gonna jump into the second game here with, yeah, at least two of the top three have it. So we're gonna jump into the second game with Rejack. And again, I'm kind of nervous because I used Rejack just to kind of experiment with all the specialists before I prestiged the first time. So I was messing around with it. I'm pretty bad with it because at this point in the game, people know. Or smoke. Basically, and what I mean by that, basically when you activate Rejack or when you die, it basically auto activates smoke. Which should give you a bit of, should disorient your opponents to think that, oh, well, maybe someone's throwing smoke or, like, I don't know where the guy is. Also, I also mentioned, as I'm recording these, it is currently double crypto key weekend. And, I'm getting, like, 4 or 5 crypto keys a game. But basically, I'm going to put on before the game starts.
It's disappearing.
I'm gonna go with that Rejack. So basically, I'm gonna take a drink of my water here. Okay, so basically, Rejack is, you know, when you die, it basically auto activates smoke, and when there you have a couple seconds to decide if you want to rejack or if you just want to die. But if you choose to just die, it takes away half of your rejack charge time, basically. So it takes twice as long if you choose not to. But basically, yeah, I mean, they probably add more than just the two hives, but basically what's going on is when you activate hijack, when you activate rejack, you are given a couple seconds to actually activate it and come back to life. But the problem is, this game has been out for so long, and there's so many people that have been using Rejack to the point where it's basically giving away that you have Rejack. So basically, what the idea of Rejack is it gives you that opportunity to kind of come back and take revenge. And this is going to be another long game, but I wanted to kind of go ahead and say a little bit what Rejack is. Obviously I'm not too into it so I understand like how to use it successfully or anything like that. Guys are using stones, jumping over walls. These guys are kind of going hard with it, but I wanted to gotta get these points. This is a nice little spot too, if you guys didn't know. The problem is you can't see anybody on this side. And how did he... Okay, well, not sure how we got over there. And we also got bad spawns, so...
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
I don't want to complain about teammates because that's what I do in every video. But we gotta play the objective, guys. You know, we can't just... Their entire team is in there. Like, we can't just sit back and do nothing. Like, I'm a super objective-based person. I went from camping in Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 to rush heavy and aggressive in Black Ops 3. Like I was that guy. So we already have our rejack here. I don't think I'm going to use it just because we're in a bad spot. I'll do it just to show you guys. So that is basically... That's one way of using it. I didn't use it to the best of my ability just because of where everybody was and just stuff like that. But that basically gives you... God, they're just jumping down on my head. I can't do anything. But it basically gives you a second chance. And it's really douchey, and I actually used it in a good way. Because when I used it, I was behind a table. And if I was behind that table, they couldn't really see... God, I can't get a bullet on. Okay, well that works. They can't really see, because I was behind the table, they couldn't really see the smoke come out. Because it's a small puff of smoke. It's not the full smoke screen smoke that you guys are used to seeing. So, can we get in here, please? Okay. We also lost a teammate because he was inactive, but... Okay, let's see what we could do here. Almost halfway again. And... Where am I? I have no idea where I was there. Oh well. Teammate died over there. Another teammate's going over there. Ah. Story of my life with teammates. I also wanted to mention this because I was going through comments and this video is going up like maybe a month or so after I was talking about this because I'm so ahead of uploads, but or at least for the series I'm recording this like weeks prior to this actually going up. But I wanted to kind of talk about some things. I was getting I was getting a comment on recent videos on my hit markers or my phase breaks from, I'm assuming they're new subscribers because they don't understand the gist of what the phase hit marker or Facebook series, implies. But because it's a series where I just go into a private match, please don't turn on me. Okay, your friend did. Because their series based off of private match stuff, and I've mentioned this in other videos, but because I've had new subscribers and new viewers, they probably just don't understand this part yet because they just haven't known me that long. But basically, the whole thing is okay. Well, that was an interesting. Well, this guy already knew, but basically, that's one of the worst times to use it because you've got so many different people. Those guys obviously knew what was going on. We had one guy who I didn't think was looking at me, and then another one who was staring at me the whole time. So, man, you can get out of so many bad situations with the slide. I can't. I just can't at this point. I'm 8-21. I didn't realize I was doing that bad. But I'm going to stick with this class setup because it does have overclock. And I want to give you guys the best chance at kind of getting an idea of how to use it. God, usually I'm the one like, oh, this guy's 8-21. Oh, he's so bad. You need to step up your game, and that's me. I can't do anything. Like, I keep getting stuck in bad situations. But yeah, just kind of going back to the whole thing with Rejack. Basically, when you're in a situation where you can, no, where this guy is, he's just gonna leave. Like, yeah. Like I had teammates. Oh, I hate complaining about teammates. But I had two teammates in there, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay. This guy's got points," and they just ran out. Oh, God, that pisses me off.
Be advised. Hostile HCX.
Just in case. But yeah, just. Where did he go? Must have just fallen off the map or something. But I wanted to kind of talk about this. That was a kind of a bad situation I got myself into because it was. Well, we need all the points we can get here, but basically, you had one guy that was looking. You had one guy that was looking at me, right? You had another guy who had no idea what I was doing, and then you had the third guy that was off in the distance doing whatever. So in that situation, you can basically, okay, I heard that go off. I'm glad that it didn't actually. There you go. So I'm not using them, obviously, to the best of my ability, or to the best of your ability, obviously, but I'm using them in a sense of this is how you can use it, and this is how you can make it work. So basically, I am using it every try because I do want to, try and come back and get these kills and get these points and just all this stuff. So I'm trying to bring it back. I'm trying to bring it back for my team. Their flash, can someone kill him? I've got no support. Yeah, I'm 13-30, but I'm trying to push the objective. I'm not camping back like. The problem is. Okay, nade. The problem is these guys are pushing the hard point. They're probably a full party. They know what's going on and stuff, but holy crap. me go ahead and cook that. I did see. Where did that come? What? That was a sick nade. I'll give him that. That was. It's a tough game for me. But it was giving you guys a bit of an idea of how to use hijack. Or I keep calling it hijack. It's rejack. What am I talking about? Teammates. Okay, thank you. Or don't. Okay, so I am going to end up rejacking here. It's not going to be a good idea. Nope, he's looking at me. Oh, he's dead though, so. And that's one of the smarter ways to not use it. Basically because, come on guys, we gotta get these points. Basically because if we had, just as you guys saw before, the guy was like coming up on me. He knew where I was. He knew what was going on. But the fact that he died kind of gave me a chance to rejack and get back into it. So, there's a guy. He's at the back, I think. No, I was about to say if I could kind of squeeze through here. I don't know where this guy is. How is he still alive? How are you still alive, man?
Hostile UAV above.
This is going to be a terrible idea. And that's why. But I had to try something. So the game, and I just lagged really bad there. That was, I don't know if that was game or what that was, but okay, so we're most likely going to end up losing this again because we always do, but there's nothing I can really do about it at this point. I can kind of try and redeem myself. Please don't do that. That is very rude.
Hard point is ours.
We seem to be doing okay. It's just a matter of us stopping them from breaking our setup. Okay. Yeah, that was me trying to show you guys what not to do with Rejack.
Hostile UAV.
Because it's basically just, that was a bad idea. Please don't see me. Because it's basically just, they were, you know, their entire team was like staring at me. You know, so because they were all staring at me, that was not a good time because they obviously knew what was going on. So I'm at the bottom of the scoreboard. I still had a lot of time on the hard point, and that's really what matters. So I'm gonna leave it at that one, guys. Leave a like and a favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Please leave any positive or negative feedback on the comment section below. Either way, it helps me out. All my social media stuff, such as Twitter and Twitch, will be in the description as always. I will see you guys in the next video.
Rejack ready. Infantry down.